Netflix's That 90s Show introduces a new youngster as this generation's Jackie Burkhart in Point Place, but her role overlooks a critical aspect of Mila Kunis' That 70s Show character's popularity. With the majority of the original gang absent from Netflix's sequel series, the new cast and characters of That 90s Show have primarily taken on roles similar to the teens from That 70s Show. For example, Eric and Donna's teenage daughter Leia Foreman creates a dynamic among the group that matches both of her parents in the original series. While the real-life and fictitious couple appeared briefly in Season 1, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis did not reprise their roles as Michael Kelso and Jackie Burkhart in That 90s Show Season 2. Despite their absence, Jackie and Kelso continue to play major roles in the sequel series as the parents of Jay Kelso, the boyfriend of Eric and Donna's daughter Leia. While Kelso's child plays a role similar to his own in the original program, Jackie's successor in That 90s is much different, and she loses a compelling aspect of what made her so important to That 70s Show's gang. That 90s Show has set up Nikki as Jackie Burkhart's character replacement. That 90s Show has positioned Nikki Sam Morales as the closest successor to Jackie Burkhart from That 70s Show. While the youths share traits with some of the original characters, the closest comparisons are as follows. Leia is comparable to Eric Donna. Gwen is a new Hyde Donna. Ozzy is more like Fez. Nate and Jay share similarities with Michael Kelso. And Nikki's job is reminiscent of Jackie. However, unlike Jackie, who is younger than the rest of the gang, Nikki appears to be slightly older than Leia and Gwen. Nikki, like Jackie at the beginning of That 90s Show, seems to have only joined the gang because she is Nate's girlfriend, just as Jackie was only welcome in because she is Kelso's girlfriend. Of course, the rest of the gang enjoyed hanging out with Nikki, but Eric and Hyde's dislike for Jackie was well known in That 70s Show's early seasons. Their familial backgrounds accentuate Nikki and Jackie's similarities, as both come from ostensibly wealthy houses with higher expectations of their daughters that do not mesh with their chosen social circles. Continuing the trend of recent episodes, Nikki's pregnancy concern in That 90s Show Part 2 mimics Jackie's scenario from That 70s Show Season 1, which led to her breakup with Kelso. Nikki also appears to have a strained connection with her parents, prompting her to seek assistance from Red and Kitty, just like Jackie did with the Foremans in the original series. However, while That 90s Show's Nikki plays Jackie's original role, the character overlooks one essential aspect of what made Jackie a more credible member of the gang in That 70s Show. That 90s Show needed to spend more time on Nikki's friendship with Gwen and Leia. Season 1 of That 70s Show focuses on Jackie's frenetic dynamic with Donna Pinciotti, establishing her standing in the gang outside of her relationship with Kelso. When Jackie finally dumps Kelso following her pregnancy scare, it's no surprise that she's still hanging out with the gang, as she eventually forms a close bond with Donna. Throughout Season 1, Jackie and Donna bond as the only two girls in the gang, and they come to love each other's company despite frequently criticizing one another. One of the problems with That 70s Show's crew is that they aren't afraid to take advantage of someone they don't really care about. After Kelso kisses Pam Macy, Jackie briefly breaks up with him, and the gang continues to hang out with her because of her family's ski cabin. However, That 90s Show hasn't spent enough time explaining why Nikki continues to hang out with the crew every day following her breakup with Nate. During the first season of That 90s Show, Nikki clearly made friends with Leia and Gwen, but they weren't as close as Donna and Jackie. Instead, Nikki's standing in the friend group appeared to be associated with her relationship with Nate. Nikki's bond with Gwen stemmed solely from her being Nate's sister, and Nikki rarely spoke to Leia outside of their bigger group hangouts. Therefore, the ending of Nate and Nikki's romance in That 90s Show Part 2 did not provide the same explanation for her prolonged existence as Jackie's did in That 70s Show. Nate and Nikki's breakup made her distance from Leia and Gwen worse. In That 90s Show Part 2, Nikki could have leveraged her separation from Nate to fortify her bond with Leia and Gwen, but the climactic twist of Season 1 had the opposite effect. Nikki was unhappy with Leia after she almost kissed Nate and barely spoke to her. And furthermore, Gwen was stuck in the middle because Nate is her brother and Leia is her best friend, thus, she couldn't support Nikki during the breakup. Despite the expectation of Nate and Nikki reconciling in That 90s Show Part 3, The sitcom needs to give priority to Gwen's relationship with Leia.